Kids and cadets, happy Labor Day weekend. I'm glad you all came out. Extremely busy morning today. I think I've sold 3 machines. I've got 2 people that want to come out for a Toro recycler. I had a guy come out and look at this Crafty. I had it with a bag here for $250. He said, how about $220? I said, sure. We went to start it, and it would only start on the 6th pull. I thought at first it was out of gas because I had the gas valve off. But it didn't matter. Every 5 or 6 pulls, I told him, I can't sell you this. I'll work on it. I'll message you again when I'm confident it's going to start every time with 1 or 2 pulls. So I had worked on this week, I believe. I think I went through the carbs, so maybe there's still some moisture in there that I didn't get, or one of the jets is still plugged. So that's a potential sale. So one of the guys that came out, he came out with his buddy in a pickup truck. They had a bunch of lumber on the back. I think he might have been in construction, possibly. So he looked at what I had. He was asking prices. So he said, I want to trade one in. So I went over to look at it. The way he made it sound is like it had carb issues, that it would run after a while. So I got it down on the ground. Noticed this right away. He's got it pretty low to the ground. And I noticed this. He's got the safety brake bar upside down. It should be on the top and leans against this at rest. So I pulled back the bail bar and went to pull it, and it was jammed up. I said, the engine's locked up. So, as any small engine mechanic would, I pulled the dipstick. And look how black it is. But that's not the real issue. Holy cow. I didn't think it was that bad. So I'll screw it all the way down. You're not supposed to check it like that. You're supposed to just unscrew it and let it sit here. But screwing it back in did not even produce a drop of oil. So this thing was run without oil. So before I investigated this, he was looking at the machine. He says, I want one that's dependable. He kept telling me that. He says, I want one that's going to last. That he would compare this one to that one. Well, which one of these two is the better of? I said, they're all good. So then he shows me this and no oil. Then he's asking me again about what's the best one. So I had to school him. I says, none of them will last if you don't add oil or check your oil. I said, every time you start the engine, you got to make sure it's got oil. I said, none of these are going to last if you can't even keep oil on the dipstick. So I had a Boland's high wheel green machine at 140, and he says, oh, how about 100 and you take the Husky? And I says, no, the best I will do is 120 and I'll take the Husky. So I ended up giving him 20 for this. He had to ask his buddy for money. He shorted me $2. I gotta go. There's somebody here.